everybody, and welcome back to The Week That Was. My name is Jude Newcomb. This is episode number 62. Very exciting episode, a special episode of The Week That Was, if you will. Today, we are going to be taking a first look at the MetriVerse NFT Marketplace exclusively on the Metrix network. This has been in development for some time. We had to put the development on hiatus for a little bit to deal with some network upgrades. Now that those are out of the way, we've been able to get right back into the MetriVerse development. And I'm happy to say that we are going to be releasing MetriVerse this coming Monday, January 30th, and it will be right around noon Eastern Standard Time, maybe a few minutes after that. But there's a countdown on the MetriVerse website. You can find the link for that at the MetriVerse Twitter account, and that is at MRX MetriVerse. But today, I'm really excited because we have one of the developers of MetriVerse on the show, and that is Squid. And Squid and Sexy have been working on MetriVerse for a while now, like I said, and they've done a great job. The project is going to be released in 2 phases, and there's going to be a lot of great information in this program. Phase 1 will be uploading your collection pieces, whether they're one-of-ones or full collections. Phase 1 is going to give you the opportunity to go to the MetriVerse site, upload your creations. You can also pull in other collection pieces, like if you own any Pyro Pets or Metrix name service tokens, AirCrypt tokens even. Whatever you already have that runs on the Metrix network, you can pull those in as well as your newly created collection pieces. So we're going to give you a couple weeks to get phase 1 complete, so that we have a good selection in the full library of what people can see when they go to the MetriVerse site. And then phase 2 will come out later, where the buying and selling will open and trading will commence with all the different pieces that are available on the network. So really looking forward to it. Great to see phase 1 finally kick off this coming Monday. I'm really happy to have Squid here. So what we're going to do now is bring you in closer to the website, and we can show you the different features, how to do different things, and we're going to do that with Squid right now. So let's go. All right, so here is the main landing page for MetriVerse. Excited to have Squid here. Squid, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good. I know you've been working on this site for a while with Sexy. Congratulations for getting to the launch date for phase 1. I know you must be excited for its release.
Yes, very.
And well, what we are going to do today, you are going to give us a walkthrough of the website and show us a bit of its functionality with creating tokens, submitting tokens for approval, getting collections up and running. So do you want to maybe take us through, the website and show us, kind of what the process would be for a user?
Sure. Like, this is the main page, and from here we're going to go and try and create a collection.
Okay.
So I click on the book and go to creations. I'm already logged in through MetriMask, by the way.
Gotcha.
I did not show that step. So
right.
So I'm on the NFT creation and management main page, and from here there are several options you can do, including uploading existing tokens or collections, and then also creating new ones from fresh assets. So here we're going to create a new fresh collection of our own. So I'm going to click on create new collection.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to name this something. Squid test 7. Doing a lot of testing here.
Yeah.
And you have options here to select if there's a royalty percentage on the collection. Up to 10% you can set, which would go to the collection owner.
So from 0, you could choose 0 as well if you wanted to.
0 will default to, well, 0 will mean there's no royalty which go to you, but the site does take a 2% fee on trades.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so this you could set to up to 10% or just leave it at 0. We're gonna leave it at 0. And this is an option to make the tokens burnable. So if you allow it to be burnable, it means that the tokens in the collection can be burned or destroyed. If
Right.
you leave this off, they can't be.
Okay.
This is a way to make it so there's a max count sort of.
Yeah, and it would also have like a deflationary, if you
Yeah, I
allowed
guess
them
a
to be burned,
deflation.
you could have a deflationary aspect to your collection.
Correct, right. So then we'd set a description.
Mhm.
Test collection number 7. And you can set a website that would show on the profile page for the collection.
Yep.
And then as well as a Twitter handle, Discord handle, or Activity Pub, Social MRX,
Yeah,
Miskey,
and
whatever.
I guess this would be a good moment for me to just kind of butt in and say that, if you are creating a large scale collection, it would be a very good idea to have a website for the collection, its own standalone Twitter page, Discord channel, things like that, to actively recruit in your own community.
Right,
And this is where you would put that information.
correct. You fill in the social media account section.
Yep.
And then from here, this is where you set the sort of background banner image for your profile or for your collections profile. You go and select the asset to upload. So we are going to upload this image again, and you can see it'll give you a preview of sort of what it would look like.
Right.
And you could select the avatar image, which would show.
Cool.
And then this would be the featured image, which shows on like various cards and stuff. So we're going to use, I don't know. Let's use this pyro. Bam. So down here, it'll just tell you which steps are completed. The description is optional, the rest are required. And once everything is filled out, simple as that, check the boxes, press submit, and it should launch MetriMask. And then I will do the transaction.
Awesome.
And I hit confirm. Gives me a TX ID, and I wait on this page until it is confirmed.
Do you know like what the estimated like gas fees that are used for these types of transactions are? It's pretty low, I would assume.
The estimated gas fees, it varies depending on which type of transaction you're doing, like which thing you're doing, but the gas fees are built in. We went through and set them based on the minimums we could find, but it'll refund you anything that isn't spent or anything that isn't used.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's you don't want dust, but it's like it's giving you, it's not like 30, 40 metrics. It's like or $34 in metrics. It's probably like at max 100 or 100 or 200 metrics is what I've seen.
Yeah, that's
It confirmed.
okay.
Actually, if I go to the transaction in the Explorer, we can see how much gas it used. So the fee was 106 metrics. So the collection is created now. And now if we go to collections management, we should see the newest one we created here, and it is in the submission state, which means that now the system or the site has to audit and approve it.
Right. And I guess while you're submitting this, I guess it would give me an opportunity to just say that collections do need to be approved by the admins of the MetriVerse page. We do have a terms of service involved with the website, and it's not a complete free-for-all. There are definitely some images and inappropriate things that cannot exist on the page. So this part where we submit the collection will be reviewed and approved by admins for the website.
Right. And we're going to try and automate that process as much as possible to streamline it and such. But for now, it's a complete manual process.
Okay.
So from here, the administrator would have to approve it. And since I am that, I can go to collections management and we review the collection and press submit and press accept. So now it should go into a pending state.
Right.
If I go back to my page and refresh, I should see that it is pending.
Awesome.
So now we wait for the system to do its stuff, which involves collecting and verifying the image data and setting up the endpoints and various database populations that need to take place once it's approved.
Perfect.
And once it says accepted, it will then be accessible via the rest of the site and viewable. So now we're going to add a new token to this collection we just created. So we're going to click on add new token. And bring you to this page. And from here, you would select the collection you just created, and it would pick out an available token ID. It basically just keeps incrementing, starting at 0.
Makes
Keep on
sense.
counting up. Yep, it's a 256-bit number, so it could basically go to infinity.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Perfect.
so after you enter that in,
Yeah,
so,
I do have a question. It looks like there's a box that is shaded out for is the content not safe for work? Just talking about moderation policies. It's a fine line between what is or isn't inappropriate, and it kind of is in the eye of the beholder of whoever's doing the admin review, right?
true.
So it's not necessarily that we're going to delete things that would be considered not safe for work, but it's more in the inappropriateness of what the image actually is.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
this is an option for the user to set. Right now it's grayed out. I am not sure what I have, or I'm not sure the exact intended plan with this is yet. It's just a option that to gray it out or something if it's a spoiler. Well, I was thinking of putting a spoiler tag
right.
to blur it out if it's marked as not safe for work, and then you have to click on it to make it show. It's sort of like a second step in order to see it.
Exactly.
Is what that was. Is that what that is more what it's for? But
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So after this is all filled in and you decide if it's safe for work or not, it loads the contract address and you press check validate. And from here, it will check if it's available for minting. So this token ID 0 is available and may proceed. It auto fills in some data for you, like the receiver address, which is who's receiving this token, which defaults to yourself. You could set this to any other address and it'll mint to it.
Okay.
The token info setup, it sets the name of this token, which defaults to just the ID, the
Right.
name of the collection, and then the next ID available. And the description is just the description of the collection it defaults to. So you can name this to whatever you want. Squid test token. Yep.
Yep.
And then from there, you'd set the URI data, which includes the image assets and or the animation URL. So you'd upload an image. So here we go and select an image, and we're going to do Pepe. Press accept. And then there's options. You can add attributes to your token, which are like traits, or which are traits or various options that like the token can have.
Yeah, like
various things you can do with them. Like,
what kind of hat they're wearing, or
exactly
similar
type of
hats.
eyes.
Yeah.
The Pyro Pets uses these for like eyes and for the mouth and various other features of the Pyro. Though that data is stored on chain, the data here is not stored on chain.
Gotcha.
It's just local to the MetriVerse website.
Now with the we were talking a little bit beforehand, you were telling me a little bit about the animation URL uploading that, and from what you were explaining to me, if I get this wrong, you can correct me. It's where you can add sounds or animation to the actual image as well, so that it's clickable when you're viewing it on the website.
Correct. You could add various animation data to there, such as a animation like 3D models or sounds, and then that could also be included with the image that you upload. From here, we would finalize the creation. We would certify that the collection meets the standards of the website, and then we press submit. So press submit and it should launch MetriMask. Confirm a transaction. Everything looks good. Press confirm. And it gives me a TX ID. And now we wait for the transaction to confirm.
Yeah, and I should tell people while we're waiting for this to confirm, you know, from what I've noticed, you know, there's a lot going on, of course, but there's two main components here to what a user is doing, because right now you've done your second transaction using gas and you know, we're adding the token, but the first part is actually creating the collection. And so once you create the collection, anything that you want to add to it after that first collection point is completed, it's just constantly just adding the new tokens. You don't have to keep, you know, adding new collections unless they're all one-of-one collections.
Correct. There's also an option to batch upload multiple images
Oh,
or
great.
multiple tokens into a collection. There's an option to create essentially like a group of them at once. So you don't have to keep on clicking through the same forms over and over again.
That's great.
That function is a work in progress. It's not completed this time, but
Right.
it is intended to be ready soon.
Oh, I didn't even see that up there on the top.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a batch upload button right here. It takes you to the other page. I could click on it if you want me to. So you can see some of it, but it doesn't actually do anything really yet.
Yeah, no, that's okay as long as it's there and people know. That's the other thing that we should point out. Since we are doing this in two phases, we wanted to at least get this part of the website out to people to get ready for phase two, which will, you know, have the buying and selling and trading. But you know, as far, you know, even outside of that, the site is still a work in progress. There might be things that don't run as smoothly as you want, or I mean, everything seems great so far, but you know, if you do have any issues, you can come into the Discord, the Metrix Coin Discord, and we have a MetriVerse chat channel. You can come in there with any questions. You know, people will be happy to help. And you know, we'll get everything worked out as we move through time.
It's confirmed. Token mint complete. Please wait for system audit. Mint complete. So now if I go to token management, now that we have a new token confirmed here on the admin panel, going to approve it. This is just the one we just submitted before.
So this is like the collection thing that we did earlier, and then this token will be approved on the back end by the
Yep.
admins.
This is the contract collection address, and this would be the token ID we uploaded, which was 0. And then the admin would audit and approve the token, and then it would go into a pending state where the system would then gather the data and then make it displayable.
Perfect.
Okay, so this one was accepted.
Awesome.
So now if we go to the main page, it should show up. There it is. I think this is one we uploaded. Is this the one we uploaded?
Yes. Yeah. Number 7.
Okay. Just the one from
That's when we were
test
testing
earlier.
earlier. Yeah.
So if I click on this, some of the data is not fully populated, but this would be the view page for a token.
Cool. So
Now
it'll have information from sales. It'll have the history of the sales, the description of the collection, along with trait attributes, you know, if they were inputted, you know, eventually like all this stuff will be in here.
Right, all this would be populated. Details, properties would be like the attributes and stuff.
Right.
And then you'd be able to explore more from the collection, obviously.
Cool.
If we actually go to the collection then, so if we go to all collections, there should be 2 of them here. This is the one we created
Yeah.
for. And in here, it should have that token under contents. There's 1 token in this collection.
Right. And let's say you bulk uploaded, you know, 20.
Then there'd be 20 here.
There'd be 20 here. Yeah. That's awesome. And that's pretty much it for how you would add a collection and how you would add a token afterwards.
And then our profile page, which would be my user account on MetriVerse, would show the collected tokens I have.
I see.
And then the created page would show which ones I created. Right now, not all this is being populated. I just have just the collected showing up.
Right.
But like I'd be able to set my profile page background as well, if it would open.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Oh. This is testnet, so this is getting this from the MNS actually,
Oh, okay.
some of it. Oh. So if I go to here, I can upload random images. And then
Cool.
save it. Oh.
Easy as pie.
Easy as pie.
Well, that's awesome, Squid. Is there anything else at the moment that you can think of that you want to show us, or is that pretty much it for now?
Pretty much it for now. Just a few things left to wrap up and tests to do, and we should be ready for Monday. Still got to
Awesome.
deploy the contracts on mainnet. Is pretty much the last step to do, but that's easy.
Yeah, and then I was even thinking like, because this is phase one, with phase two, with the buying and selling, maybe we can do this again in a future episode where we can also walk through that portion of the site when it's ready.
Sure, we'll do. Love to.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, everyone, I hope this was informative. Of course, if you have any questions while you're going through this process yourself, you can come into our Discord. Like I said, we have a MetriVerse chat room that's already set up with people in there. So we're gonna do our best to help you with anything that might come up, but hopefully it's a seamless process for you, and you have fun getting your creations uploaded and getting started on creating your own discords for the collection, setting up your utility, getting Twitter pages going, and trying to build your own communities around these collections that hopefully bring solid utility to the people that hold them. With that being said, I really appreciate Squid for taking the time out of his busy schedule to do this test run for us to show us how it works. And I will talk to you all next time. Until then, stay safe, Metroids.